Welcome to All In Live, and I am so excited this evening because I have one of my favorite people who has given us the honor of gracing the cover as our cover girl for August. She is a young entrepreneur, and I just think what she's done is phenomenal in a really short space of time. She's a dog care specialist. She has her own business. She's incredible with animals. She's an absolutely gorgeous person. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome Phoebe Tunney Ware to the stage. Hello.
Hello, Kira. How are you?
I'm awesome. It's so good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. How does it feel to be described as a young entrepreneur?
Exciting.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how I managed to do it, to be fair, but I'm doing well.
You
Happily
really are, aren't
doing
you?
well. Yeah.
When did you start the business?
Start of February, I think. Yeah, it was kind of put off due to the storms and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I was just talking
But yeah.
about you to my sister. She was just here and she left. And I said, I'm about to interview Phoebe. And she said, Phoebe who? Who do you mean? And I said, Phoebe, Lee's daughter. I said, she's just done the most amazing thing. So we were just talking about what it is that you started. So will you tell me a bit about the business that you have started? We'll get into that first.
Okay, so I do doggy daycare and kennels. And it really helps to bring out like the nervous doggies, you know, when they're a bit fearful of new people and meeting new dogs. And it just helps them come out their shell a bit, and you really see it after a couple of weeks. And you see it, they all tell me they see the difference at home and then walking them on the greenway and everything, that they're just twice the dog they were before, which is great to hear. And I couldn't be happier to help and contribute to their dog's life.
And have you always loved dogs? Like, did you ever think that this would be the thing that you would get into?
No, I wasn't. I was going to get into horses, and I was told that that was useless because there's no money in it. And I was given the idea by our old livery woman who used to run it, and she said you'd be very good at it because I would sit up the yard all day cuddling her dogs. Yeah, so I have always loved dogs. Any dog, really, even if they are a bit ugly, but they're all cute in their own ways.
Someone's got to love them. They really do.
Yeah.
So if you could picture yourself, so if you could say something to, say, Phoebe 2 or 3 years ago, what would you say to Phoebe 2 or 3 years ago, knowing that this is where you are right now?
God, don't panic. You'll get out of school. It'll all be fine, and you'll find your own way, I think. Yeah.
That's important though, isn't it? Because I think, and this is coming from what I've seen, so many young people stress so much. There's a massive stress and a massive pressure to be more and do more, and you've got to get points and you've got to get this and you've got to get that. And it's not until, like, you've come out this other side and you have a whole business.
I know. I'm very lucky. I don't know how I did it, to be fair, because 2 years ago I would have been an absolute nervous wreck talking to this many people. And now I just do it and I don't think about it.
That's awesome. That is just awesome. And it's lovely to see the growth. Like, do you sit and think about it yourself when you're looking at yourself and you're doing all of these things and you're having the chats to these people and you're the boss?
Yeah. Yeah, God. I mean, when people ask me, they don't actually believe that I do this. They kind of look at me funny and say, "What?" I go, "Yeah, I do that." So I'm very proud. Yeah.
Have you got favorite dogs? Like, can you say that? Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah. I have to tell them they're all my favourite, but I do have favourites.
Standard behavior. And what
Yeah.
makes them your favorite?
I think just their temperament. You know, if they can get on with every other dog, and some dogs are like kids where they will just annoy the other dogs if they're overtired. And there's some that can just chill out all day and do their own thing and not be in everyone's business because they are like toddlers all the time, which is fine, but they do annoy each other.
It's a lot. You have two St. Bernards that I am just besotted by. What are they like?
They are huge, huge slobber monsters. They will jump on top of you, and the amount of times I've come out and my hair is stiff with slobber. But they're lovely. They're lovely, cuddly boys, and I wouldn't change it. But they are very. They do need to be manhandled.
Oh my goodness. I'd
Yeah.
happily manhandle them. Oh my God, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
How are Ruby and Bonnie getting on? So Phoebe has two of her own dogs and they're the most gorgeous girls ever. I'm besotted. How do they like having all these other dogs in their space?
Ruby loves it, and Bonnie loves it because she, in herself, is like a overexcited child that can't contain herself, and she's just an idiot, so she loves it. Ruby loves it because she gets to spend all her days with me, and she's not really too fussed about anyone. If there's a ball, she'll go for it, but she would rather lay on the couch all day and be cuddled by anyone that comes in.
She sounds like my spirit animal, to be fair.
She's mine, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I love seeing them. And you sent me through your shots for the cover. As I was looking at them, I just thought they're all so you, because you can see that you're just so in love with the dogs. It's about the dogs. It's about nothing but the dogs.
Yeah.
You can tell a mile away that this was meant for you and you were meant for it.
Them pictures were the hardest things to get because they just wanted to look at me, and they're just idiots.
They just love you. They can't help it.
I know.
The picture, you've got one of Ruby in this side, and then Bonnie's staring at you, and you've had to look at her because she's just staring at your face.
Oh my God, I know. She's like a creepy old man that won't leave you alone. She's just at my feet all the time.
It's hilarious.
I know. And then
have they met boyfriends? Have they met boyfriends?
Bonnie is more on the female side.
Excellent. Okay, good for her.
She's open. Ruby.
I love it. Oh, who knew this was going to go here?
Ruby, she actually does have a boyfriend, and he is a lurcher.
Oh, very
nice. So they kind of mingle together, and they lay on the couch together, and they get up all in each other's space, and it's all kissing and hugging. But yeah, I do get a bit jealous sometimes looking at her, but she has to have fun somewhere.
It's all right. You have Colin, so you're fine. Everything is fine in the world. So what does it look like? Say you're where you are now, right? And you've got this incredible business and you're doing incredibly well, and everyone has started to know who you are. Everyone knows Doggy Adventure West. People are talking about it. It's starting to become a thing on social media. People are spreading the word. Where do you think you'll go next? What's on the agenda?
I don't know. I was thinking of maybe a cattery, obviously in a different building and setup. I just have to work out money-wise and all of that jazz. But I think I'd be very interested in going that direction, as there's not many around.
That's true.
Yeah. And like if I can do it for the dogs, I can do it for the cats. You know? I've got a moody mare at home and I can deal with that. So I think I could deal with the average cat.
100%. Do you ever watch The Asher House?
I don't think so.
So I definitely think it's one for you to just have a look at. So there's this guy, his name's Lee Asher, and he has this massive dog sanctuary, and he has dogs and he has
Yes.
cats.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
Mm-hmm.
I can
Yeah,
totally
very
see
good.
you with that setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Maybe not with such a giant bed and all of the animals in it at the same time.
Yeah, but something of the sorts.
Just a little bit like that, yeah. So a cattery could be next.
Yeah, I think so.
And do you do any training with the dogs when they're at your place?
No, I mean, I wouldn't really know where to start. I do obviously my own bits with my own dogs, but I think it's a bit more difficult because you don't really know the other dogs, how they think. You see how they play and how they react to all this, but you don't know how their brain works.
That's fair.
You know, like Ruby is very, very smart, very quick, and will do it to please you, whereas Bonnie is stubborn and will give you 50 different tricks before she gives you the one you're actually asking for. So yeah, they're all different.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I suppose having so many dogs at the same time, it would be difficult maybe to actually take time apart to train them one by one.
Yeah. I definitely would look into it when I grow, as there would be kind of a big group of people looking for it. Like everyone's getting puppies, everyone's getting rescuing dogs and stuff. And as well as ourselves, everyone needs training. So it would be a good idea as well.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing you've said there, as well as ourselves, that everyone needs training, because it's the truth. The first time I ever really saw that was when I saw Cesar Milano, you know, that guy?
Yeah.
And he's such an advocate for, you know, train the human before you train the dog, because sometimes we're clueless. But you're not clueless. You have such a wealth of patience and experience in what you're doing. No wonder the dogs love you.
I have got more patience, but I'm not sure it's, you know, passed on into other things.
That's okay. One thing is fine. One thing is fine.
Oh, yeah, I needed that.
I love it. I love it. So a cattery, and then maybe some training down the line. And you know, I watch. So I'm obviously scrolling Facebook or Instagram from time to time, and I see things that, like, you know, is it called the butter box?
Butternut box, yeah.
That's it. And I see all these different brands, and I just see you, you know, repping all of these different things and promoting the most incredible brands, and suddenly you're all over the globe and everybody knows about Phoebe and her amazing place. And all I want to do all the time is just send you messages and say, hey, have you thought about working with this one? Because I could totally see it happening for you. You've got an amazing setup. And actually, why don't you talk about that? Tell us about the setup.
God. So I kind of I did a bit of work experience as I was in between jobs at a different daycare. And she gave me some really good ideas and good pointers, but she definitely would say if she could have done it different, she would have. And so I kind of took her knowledge on top of some of my own ideas and did it like that. I was lucky enough that I could get my daddy's building, and he was very happy to help me. And then it was just so much work, and we finally got it done. It was so much fencing, so much painting. What else did we do? Cages. Isaac is a great man. My brother. He took his carpentry skills to work, and he did a good job. Yeah, what else have I got? God. I have loads of toys. Dad had loads of toys from his adventure games, so it was all tennis balls, which I could just use. Yeah. So Ruby loves that side of the tennis ball factory. What else? I've got a couch. That's now half a couch, but we won't blame anyone for that, will we?
Okay, so that's a story.
I have a water trough with fish in it, and I'm surprised my fish is still alive
No
because
way.
the St. Bernards have probably given them some poisoning with all their slobber, as it's the only water bowl I don't have to fill up, and that's the only one they drink out of. That was a good thing.
And are they interested in the fish? What are they like with the fish?
They put their heads in and they literally will submerge their heads. They're very strange dogs. But and I have a dog that tries to get in it as well as a bath, but she's kind of the whole size of the trough, so she doesn't fit.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there's loads of fun things they try and figure out.
It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You've built something really amazing, and it really did seem to be such a family affair. Like everybody got involved to
Yeah.
help you get it all done.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a pretty good family there.
I know. I'm very grateful. Very
You-
proud of them.
Yes, and they should be very proud of you. 100%. Do they come down while the dogs are there? Do you have family visitors all the time?
Yeah, because we're all dog mad. So, I mean, I've always got company if it's a canine or a humanoid. But usually Poppy will come down. Today she was down because she has her two favourite dogs, Betty and Seamus. And so she comes down and gives them cuddles and talks to me. Mum will come down. Mum loves it. Who else? Literally anyone. If they're free, they just come down because I have kind of just gone a bit too dog mad and have forgotten proper communication between humans instead of dogs. So they have to help bring me out of that now. Yeah.
You're doing pretty good for someone who's forgotten your communications. I think you're right on the ball.
I
But
know.
also, sometimes human communication can be a bit overrated. So dogs are a great way to escape all of that.
Yeah, definitely.
God, you're
Very
incredible.
good.
Okay, so gonna have a cattery, gonna do some training down the line. Anything else that you can envision for yourself?
I don't know. I'm not too sure what else I have planned in my mind.
The world is your oyster.
Very much so. I have very good ideas at times, and they change quite quickly.
I suppose, though, you know what's possible, because you're there every single day. You can see this could be good, this might not be
Yeah.
good. So it's
Yeah.
creating that vision and letting it be what it is.
Yeah, I'm very creative, but just sometimes when I actually have to think, it won't work.
That's fair.
So I have to let these thoughts sit for a while before I can put a full one together.
Contemplation. It's a very good place to be. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, how do people get their dogs into your incredible space? What happens?
They message me or phone me or, they call round sometimes and they just say, what's the process? And it is basically a 1 hour assessment of me seeing what your dog interacts like with me. Ruby is my test dummy because she's the most forgiving lady I've ever met. So if something was to go wrong, she would just go away from it.
Okay.
Unlike some dogs that would rather go into it, and then that's when a big issue happens. And it's just to see what they're like with me, if I can handle them, if I was to have to handle them, how they play, if they're too pushy. Obviously, on the first meeting, if they're too pushy, that's a no-go because that pushiness will turn in a different direction. But if they're playing nice and they're acting nice, then yeah, they're just free to come whenever.
The dogs must be in heaven when they're in your place.
They are. I had Betty and Seamus were in today, and he was pulling out the car park, and Seamus's head was out the window, looking back. And yeah, all he does is sleep, so he's just missing the couch.
And what kind of a dog is Seamus?
He is a sheepdog cross poodle.
That's an interesting mix.
He's got a lovely grey beard and grey eyebrows, and then the rest of him is black.
He must look hilarious. No wonder they called him Seamus. He sounds like a Seamus.
He is definitely.
He'd look really good in a peaked cap,
Yeah.
like an old man's peaked
Yeah.
cap. That's amazing.
Mhm.
Have you got any Great Danes?
No, I'd love to have one.
Yeah.
I've had what else? What have I had? I've had Bernese Mountain Dogs. I have had a Newfoundland and a Saint Bernard. So I'm just missing a Great Dane, and
Yeah.
I think I'd be happy with my life then.
And an Irish Wolfhound.
I have a Deerhound. So they're quite
Okay.
close, just a bit
Okay.
smaller. He's crazy, but we love him. But yeah, I'd love a Wolfhound and a Great Dane.
Well, I mean, isn't there a family in Westport that have 3 Irish Wolfhounds? Don't
They're
they?
crazy.
They bring them to town in a trailer. It always fascinates me. One takes up the entire back seat of their car,
Mhm.
and then they've got the other 2 in a trailer, and all I want to do is
Yeah.
sit in the middle of them.
They're crazy to have that. Mine aren't even that big, and they take up half the house.
Yeah.
So they need a mansion for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've got Irish Wolfhounds, you have to have a castle.
Yeah, that's it. That's the rule.
That's the rule. Yes. You have to have guns and go hunting.
Yeah.
That's where my mind goes when I see Irish Wolfhounds. That's probably not what they have, but that's where my mind goes for
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, because I think this is going to be really interesting. Can you tell everyone what age you are?
I'm just 19.
So incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to put across the point that it's incredible what you can do no matter what age you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do or don't have. It just matters that you have the drive and the passion, and you make a decision and you go for it. And a willingness, obviously, to work bloody hard to make your dream come true. And you've done that. Are you proud of yourself?
I am. I'm very proud.
And is Colin proud of you? What does he say? So Colin is Phoebe's boyfriend.
He basically, he doesn't say much, but I think he very much enjoys the dogs.
Okay.
He's a very quiet man.
He is,
but he
isn't
does come down and get slobbered on. He met the St. Bernards. I've had them since I've opened, and he only met them for the first time the other day.
Oh, wow.
He was on the floor within 2 minutes. So, yeah. And he loves it.
Approval.
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh, my goodness.
Mhm.
I think you're amazing. I think that everything that's happened and the way it's happened and the way that you've done this, the success that you've had, God, it's so interesting to watch, and it's interesting to see how something can become successful so quickly when it's a passion, when it's something that you really, truly love.
Yeah. Definitely. I think I went in the right direction.
For sure.
Yeah.
And at some point, you could always expand to horses.
Probably.
Dogs, cats, horses, llamas, goats. You've already got a goat. Do you still have the goat? What happened?
No. He went for my Ruby, and that was my last straw. Ruby is my baby, and nothing happens to her.
The goat went for the dog.
Yeah, and it was a very weird situation because he'd never done that. I think it was the testosterone and the fact Ruby was hanging around his favourite pony. And all I heard was a scream, and yeah.
So, okay, I need to back up there for a second. The goat has a favourite pony. So we're talking fancies the pony.
Very much.
The dog was at that fanciable pony, and so the goat decided to get territorial.
Yeah, and headbutted her with his big old horns.
Oh, no.
He sounds like a huge goat. He's only a pygmy goat, so he wasn't exactly a massive boy, but his head was enough to bruise a man, as mother experienced many a time. But yeah, but Ruby was crossing the line. That was enough for me.
Yeah, don't touch a goat's pony, to be fair.
No.
Silly Ruby.
No.
So where did the goat go?
He lives with sheep now,
It's
so
probably better.
he's in his element.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very happy where he is.
And does the pony miss the goat?
No, she just dealt with him. I think he thought they were lifelong lovers, and she just thought it was some man from up the road that she couldn't get rid of.
Oh my God, Phoebe, your house is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the
Yeah.
goat has gone to greener pastures with the
Mhm.
sheep,
Yeah.
and all is well in the world. Does your dad miss the goat though?
Yeah. Well, sometimes he'll go, "Oh, Charles used to do this," and well, he called him Charles, and then he called him Robert because he was given a couple of different names.
Okay.
He was originally Robert, but then that's my uncle's name. And then I thought King Charles has just died, so I'll put him as Charles as a remembrance.
Okay.
But then Charles turned a bit homicidal.
Okay.
And now Charles is,
No more.
well, he is more, but no more here, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And
Dad does miss it.
will there be more goats?
I think I'd get milking goats next. They're a bit more placid, I think. He was meant for a circus. Let's be real.
Milking goats would be great though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh milk, cheese, all of it.
And would you go and get chickens again?
They're
Okay,
my
so
arch nemesis.
we're
So
moving away from chickens. No
yeah.
chickens. Big ducks.
Yeah, I'd get.
I literally can see it. It's going to be Animal Farm, isn't it?
I definitely do a petting farm. I mentioned it to Mum and she told me I was crazy. So I think it would be a small petting farm.
Yeah, but it could be incredible because I don't know. There's one in Kilchamaw, isn't there? Is it still open?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the one called, what was it? Graune? Was that like the Ground Pet Farm or something?
I can't remember. I used to make Mum bring me every year because I loved going. Yeah, and then I had to stay away from the chicken enclosure. But other than that, I'd go near any animal. And they had a little cow that you could milk, and that was my favourite thing. But it was a plastic cow.
Right.
So that was.
It's all coming out now, Phoebe. Homicidal goats and plastic milking cows. Good times, good times. All right, so that's what you're aiming for your animal farm. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we just need to get everyone on board.
Yeah.
I think it'd be brilliant. You know, I don't know, you wouldn't remember, but so many years ago, Westport House had the zoo at the back. And God, they had incredible things. They had kangaroo, they had an aviary for the birds, they had llama, they had camels, they had monkeys, it was crazy to in the middle of Little Westport and in at the back of Westport House, there was this big zoo. And I think it'd be so good in Westport. I'm rooting for your pet farm.
I'll get a tiger next.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
With like a bling collar and things.
Yes. Yes.
You won't have any other animals left if you get a tiger, though. So
No.
don't be bad.
No.
Oh my God, I love this. I love this. Phoebe, I couldn't be happier to have you for this interview. And I can't wait to see you grow more and more and more every single month and for years to come. I think everyone in Westport is so lucky to have you. And actually, here's another question. Have you started getting people from outside Westport coming?
I had a woman from Kerry.
Wow.
I've had one from Dublin and Galway and stuff like that. I've had a few from Galway coming on holidays. Yeah, so it's kind of, I think it's friends telling friends and stuff, which is very handy. So yeah.
That's the best way. So you are now nationwide.
Yeah.
So the world is next, right?
Yeah.
World domination for Doggy Adventure West.
Yes, that's the next move.
Okay, so for everybody watching, it is very important that you all tell all your friends about Doggy Adventure West, because it is definitely the best place for a dog to go, and potentially soon for a cat to go too.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Is there anything that you want to leave people with? Would you like to give people an idea of where they can contact you if they wanted to?
I have my phone number.
Okay, I know I can do a thing here, can't I? So professional. Um, okay, I'm going to pop this in here now. So yes, let me know what your number is.
083
Yes.
306
Yes.
5354.
I love this. 3065354. I've just added that there. Fantastic. I wonder, will it come up? This is new technology for me. So as we can all see, professionalism in terms of how to use tech, I just don't buy into it.
No.
Need. So I hope everybody gets in contact with you. I hope that you literally continue to grow. And everybody, if you get the opportunity, Doggy Adventure West on Facebook and on Instagram, just have a look, because some of the things that Phoebe gets up to with her dogs, I'm going to show some pictures now if I can pop them up on screen. So
that took ages.
Do you want to tell them who that is?
That is my Ruby. And she hates things on her head, so that took half an hour. But I bought the headband, so it had to be done.
But look how pretty she looks.
Oh my god.
Ruby's my favorite, definitely.
Yeah, everyone's favorite. That's the big hairy mammoth, Bonnie. Oh my god.
Her tongue hanging out the side of her mouth. Now here we have.
That's so Ted is on the right, this side, and George is that side.
Are they brothers?
They are, yeah.
Oh, look at them holding paws.
I know.
It's so cute.
I know.
Let's see who else we have.
That's Grady.
Okay.
He's a crazy man.
Really?
He literally will do a lap of the field and then collapse. As you can see, that's after a lap. And that's him for an hour, and then he does it on repeat all day. You know?
Gosh.
He's self-aware.
When the people bring their dogs to you, do these people who bring their dogs, do they have like small spaces around their own houses, and they've come to your space and they just say to you, oh my God, the dogs are going to go wild?
Yeah, I've only gotten one recently, a Thai Ridgeback. That's Grady again. And she's 9 months old. And they have like a tiny little garden, and they couldn't fulfill her. So they basically brought her around to me, and she goes mental for hours and hours and hours. And I don't know how she doesn't just collapse like Grady, but she takes a 5-minute break and she's back at it again.
Wow.
Yeah.
And does she come to you often?
Twice a week. So that's Ruby's boyfriend, that lurcher there.
This one on that side, yeah.
With the jacket, yeah.
Oh, look at
I do.
Look how she's standing beside him. Oh my goodness. I've got another one here. I think these look so good.
Yeah.
This definitely looks like a scene that could be in an ad.
I had loads of them pictures, but either Bonnie's toes look weird because they were freshly shaven. She had one that looked like it was a Grinch foot, and then their eyes would be closed and tongues would be hanging out. So only Bonnie looks reasonable in that, but Ruby could do with a bit of eye movement going off.
Okay, so you just need to direct them. So it's time to step into your director shoes.
I'm gonna have to learn. That's Seamus and that's Betty.
Seamus is amazing, those grey eyebrows.
Yeah, he's so cute.
And are Seamus and Betty an item?
They are from the same house, but they are brother and sister from different Misters and Misses.
Okay.
That's Betty and Seamus.
Loving life. And then we have your lovely logo. What else do I have here? And we're back to the beginning again. Some beautiful pictures of And all of that space that you can see is the space that these dogs have to just run wild. And it's just incredible, Phoebe. You're an absolute legend.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for the time that you've given us to come on and have the chats. It's been fantastic learning more about it. Like I said, every single person who wants your dog looked after really, really well, give Phoebe a call on 083 306 5354. Doggy Adventure West in the west of Ireland. It will not be beaten, and neither will Phoebe. You're an absolute star, Phoebe. I love you loads.
Love you too.
See you
Thank
soon.
you. Bye.
Take care.
How do I end this?
See, that's a good question. So if you look up at the top, we're still live. That's okay. If you look up at the top right hand corner of your screen and it says end stream. Can you see that?
No, mine says restream.
Is there an X anywhere for you?
I'll press this. If I disappear, don't be afraid.
You'll be gone.
Oh no, that hasn't ended. Oh, I can do leave. Okay.
There you go.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye now. See you soon, Phoebe. So I just want to say that sometimes you just have to go with the flow. And when we are having conversations like this, when we are chatting to people and technology happens, you just really have to go with the flow. That was Phoebe Tunney Ware from Doggy Adventure West. And she is just an absolutely fantastic person. And I mean it when I say the setup that she has is incredible. You can see from her energy and the way she is that she's mad about the dogs that she looks after, and genuinely wishing her all the success in the world. So if you're in the west of Ireland, or by the sounds of things, anywhere in the rest of Ireland, and you need your dogs looked after in a way that they've never been looked after before, then do get in touch. Again, it's Doggy Adventure West. You can find them on Facebook and on Instagram. And Phoebe's number is 083 306 5354. Thank you, everyone, for coming on and watching. I hope you've enjoyed Phoebe and her energy, and I will chat to you all soon. The magazine will be live tomorrow, so get yourselves ready and you'll be able to subscribe to issue number 14, which is our August issue. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care.